How often is our body managing, handling, dealing with, and neutralizing any number of viruses we may contract or other infections that we may come across without us ever knowing about it? We like this question so much because you are resilient in your body. Your body is trillions of cells, each of them intelligent, and each of them knowing what to do, and each of them seeking balance. Now, mostly seeking balance and finding it. That's why we like this question so much. The question could also be applied to how many times do I not get run over by a truck that was maybe in the vicinity and maybe could have run over me? In other words, you are zigging and zagging because of your mindful thinking and because of the impulses that come to you. And there is so much that you could worry about that you don't need to worry about because you have guidance at a cellular level, at many levels of your being. And so it's not just you receiving a loud impulse that says, don't get on this airplane, or don't sit next to this person. That's not what we're talking about, while maybe you're getting some of that. It's that your inner being knows where you stand in relationship to everything that matters, and where you stand in relationship to everything you want, and where you stand in relationship to everything that you don't want, and you are receiving continual impulses and guidances. And that's why this question is such a good one, because there are so many more. The percentage is almost unspeakable. How many more things that are available to you that you don't want, that you could receive, but you're not in a vibrational frequency where you do receive it. We want that to be a soothing thing for you. We want you to acknowledge that the likelihood of you finding some unpleasant end as a result of this experience that your planet is experiencing, the likelihood of that is remote. The statistical averages of it are remote. The probability of it is almost non-existent for you as an individual. But you know, we have never been really big, not big at all, on encouraging you to pay attention to statistics, because when you're looking at statistics, you're taking out of the equation what this question is asking. It's asking how your body is managing and dealing with things without your knowledge of it. How much of this is happening at an unconscious level because the cells of your body are tending to so much. Your brilliant cells, your natural balance, in other words, there is so much well-being. Your well-being is so humongous, one of Esther's favorite words. It's enormous in response to, or in relationship to, anything that you might be talking about or thinking about and worrying about. So there are two fronts here that we want you to focus upon in order to restore a bit your sense of well-being. One is that you are a vibrational being and that your inner being and source have your back. And the other is that you have trillions of cells that are in continual communication with infinite intelligence, source energy, your own inner being. And that's why that it is true that there are so many things that you could contract that you do not. And so when you ponder that and when you think about that, we're not saying to be unaware. We're saying let your awareness launch the rocket and let your connection help you align with it, and do your best as often as you can, in whatever way you can, to calibrate that way. We're going to come back to this question later in a calibration exercise that will be really helpful to you. Here's another question.